Morning.
Morning.
Morning,
Good
morning.
morning.
Today,
This number 90 already?
what's that?
Number 90 already?
Yes,
Um,
number 90.
I remember we were just celebrating 50.
I know.
I know.
Celebrating it because we didn't realize it was 50, but
It's hump day, I think.
mhm,
Yeah, it's
it
hump day.
is.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, not completely sure, but uh April 19th. Man, we got a month or a week and a half and the this month will be over. Flying by.
Yeah.
I was just telling my husband that I thought this month went really slow.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it's because I had my taxes done early this year.
Maybe.
Because usually April's at least until the 15th goes really fast because I never have my taxes done.
Yeah,
I had everything into my CPA nice and early this year, so
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's always good.
This is the second year with a CPA and I love it. I don't have no worries, none at all.
I'm trying to find the chat. I can see who all's out there. Oh, we got Craig and Blackberry Thistle Tea and Ginger and Margot and Fishing and Picking and Comfortable Life.
Hi, everybody.
Candy Picker, Megan, Carl. Man, y'all are up early and ready to go.
Raring to go.
That was
That
really
was
good.
this morning. It was funny because my husband's home, and I accepted your call right away, even though I was still laying down.
Right.
And and my husband's like, "And you got your music going, the '80s music," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's just my phone." It's like turn the volume down, you know. But my volume doesn't. When I'm in a call, it won't go all the way down. And he's like, "Are you playing music?" I was like, "Yeah, it's on Pandora. Sorry." Anyways,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. And I was listening. I wouldn't have answered if I didn't want to. And we were listening. You were listening to '80s music. Well, I got up and I went to the bathroom, and my hair was like, I looked like I just stepped out of an '80s video. I was like, wow.
Perfect timing, huh?
Yeah. It was just funny to hear the music in the background when my hair looked like. I don't know. I remember myself looking an awful lot better back then when my hair was like that than I do now.
Yeah, I understand that. It's funny how you look at all those pictures, those older pictures of, hair
Yeah.
standing straight up practically, and like that looked good. I don't know.
Yeah. Ours were poofs. I always had a poof. Our school was known as the girls with high hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
I
that saying?
remember
Higher
Aquanet.
spirit, closer to God you are, or closer to heaven. What, Sally?
I said I remember Aquanet days.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the reason why the ozone layer has problems. It's our generation. Aquanet. Can Aquanet every day. Takes its toll on the ozone layer. Oh man, if we just
Yeah.
sprayed that stuff, and there would
Mhm.
be just this big mist. I wasn't allowed to get ready for school until my dad. Oh, sorry. Until my for work and left because of my hairspray. Stinky, goddamn stinky shit, he used to call it.
Blackberry Thistle Tea says we called that hairstyle the bitch flip.
Yep. Yep, those were the days.
Anyway,
I just
sorry, I
love
wasn't.
thing in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, ours was, and then,
Yeah.
and then
definitely.
winged out on the sides. Yeah.
Yep, I remember those days.
Sorry, I wasn't here yesterday. I was sick.
It's okay. I think you need to go to the doctor.
I think so.
Because otherwise,
Yeah,
you're
you
just
still
gonna
don't sound
I
very
hate
good.
I hate to be a nag, but my mom said I was like the best nag ever because I just keep going and going and going. But
I'd be nagging you, so it's all right.
yeah,
I'll give it about a week and we'll see.
but then I would nag him, and then I get to a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna nag anymore. But then he'd wait until like the day that he could barely move, and then he'd say, yeah, I need to go to the doctor. And then I knew that it was like, okay, whatever we got to do, we got to do it right now today, because he let it get so bad. So I just, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those stinky perms. My mom used to give them to us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Those stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The neutralizer or whatever it was called.
I had I had
water.
convulsions. I had convulsions as a child, and I ended up growing out of them at like 12. But I was on phenobarbital, and they came from high fevers, and I would pass out, stop breathing, and everything. Anyways, I could never have a perm because of my medicine I was on. It would my hair would just flatten out.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I remember when I was pregnant. I remember when I was pregnant, and I was like, I don't know, 6 months pregnant or something with Jonah, and I went and got a perm, and I didn't know that pregnant people couldn't get perms or whatever, and paid $85 or something.
Ouch.
And it stayed in for 1 day.
Oh my God.
1 day?
That would be horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I'd be wanting a refund.
I actually went in there. I actually went in there and asked for a refund, and she says, well, it should have stayed in. And they're like, did you wash your hair? And I'm like, no. And I said, but I'm pregnant. And she goes, oh, well, you should have told us that. How was I supposed to know?
Yeah, you're the professional. You should have asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. It just killed my hair.
Yeah. Yep. So how's everybody doing today? Fishing and Picking says, if the guys win, y'all get perms.
What if we win? Y'all get perms too?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And we want pictures. We want proof. Oh.
Yeah, but then you got guys like Eric that doesn't have like much hair, and
Yeah. That ain't gonna work.
that's not
You have
fair.
to grow his beard out and perm that.
I think if the girls win, I think the guys should shave. Ooh.
Shave what though? Some of them don't have facial hair.
Oh, that's true. Well, no, shave their head.
Oh,
Shave your head. It's getting to be summer.
oh, yeah. I hate to see what they have us do.
That's true. We'll shave our legs.
We'll shave our legs.
That's
Ew.
Shave your head, fishing and picking.
Mine are already shaved, thank you. My armpits are. I might not do my legs all the time, but I make sure them armpits are shaved.
Oh my gosh.
My oldest daughter is going to be 24 in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Can't even believe I'm old enough.
Yeah, wait till they're almost 30. Mine will be 30. Tina will be 30 this year. Julie will be 28 this year. Crazy. But I was a young mom. I had Tina when I was 17, so.
Yeah, I'm 42. I was had her 2 months before my 19th birthday.
Good morning, Silverhair. I sent you a link this morning if you wanted to come in.
Silver.
Morning, fearful freaks of, man, this is a tongue twister. Fearful freaks of flea markets. There you go. That's a good one.
I watched his video the other night. Shush. Shut up. No. Like Nut's giving me the wet forks. I'm in the van without him. You stay outside. Blow some stink off you.
How's everybody doing with their listing?
I didn't get nothing.
The Comfortable Life's oldest child is 46. Wow.
Oh.
You could be my parents.
Mine too. I'm 42.
I think my dad is, well, I'm 47. My dad is, what did we say? How old did we say he was? Sally?
70.
No, he's not 70 yet.
Not 70. He's like 69 or something. Hold on.
60. 67.
I don't know. He was born in 48, wasn't he?
Yeah. Next year he'll be 70.
69, yeah.
Fishing and Picking says my oldest child isn't born yet. Well, how does that work? That's kind of weird. Crazy. I got up this morning and I started listing. Started getting ready for some listings, and I think I got 2 listed so far. So
That's good. I have some stuff I'm gonna work on today. Oh, sorry.
all right, I know you're tired.
I have 8 things to ship out today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wish I didn't.
Yeah, Robin, we're just talking about a little bit of everything. Listing and babies and how old our kids are and
Aquanet.
Aquanet, the 80s. Man, we just got all kinds of topics.
Yeah. We've only been
Fishing
on
and
for
picking.
17 minutes.
I know. We've covered a lot of ground. Fishing and picking is thinking that the girls should get a perm if they lose. And I said the guys can shave their head if they lose.
What about the older guys who don't have any hair?
Well, I guess they can shave their legs. I don't know.
Make them shave their pits.
Fishing and Picking says looking for the one of them.
Hey! What's happening?
You're a little long-winded there.
Oh, you got good lungs.
I always think that something's wrong with your shit, Todd, whenever you come on.
Something is wrong with my shit. My shit don't stink. Can you imagine that?
Your roses smell like poo-poo?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Or your poo-poo smells like roses?
No, my shit stinks. It really
No,
does.
like you totally woke me up because I was like halfway, like kind of dozing off a little bit, and then
What'd you do that for? Lazy bum. Lazy bum. Hey, I got a question.
Hey, what's that?
What do you do with generic ties?
Lot them together.
Lot them together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're probably not worth $2 separately.
Yeah, just
Hi,
you know,
Nissa.
like what I
That
would
was
do
Nissa.
is I would, you know, maybe get, you know, is any of them silk?
Yeah, most of them are silk.
Okay, well, yeah, just maybe lot together like close colors, you know, or close designs that are kind of the same, like all the geometric ones, all the floral ones,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and yeah, lot them together and something like that.
Yep.
And do like 5 or 6, you know. I think
I got
I sold.
Pantani. I got Gino Pompey. I have no idea if these are any good. Sutter and Grant. Hager.
Well, you don't know if they're good or not?
No, I don't know if they're good.
Why didn't you look them up?
Some of those ties can actually go for quite a bit.
Monty Monet. Monte Monet.
Looks like some good patterns though for
just generic ties.
Margot says use them for bondage.
Oh my god.
Coxes. Nice. Use them for what?
Bondage.
Bondage.
She says, I hear that's the new thing since 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm past that point in my life. Way past it. I'm on the unbondage life.
Can you imagine his wife
I know.
You're like,
You put
what
a
in the
bad
hell did
school
you fall
teacher
off?
today.
Fall on your
Horrible.
head.
I have to behave around her. She's a redhead.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
really spank you for reals.
She has, but I mean, it wasn't a love tap. It was one of those. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Gotcha.
But I deserve it. I deserve everything I get.
Probably.
So I don't know. I got like 30 ties here, and they all came from the same storage unit.
Yeah, but you got to look some of those brands up because some ties they'll sell for $15 or $20 just one tie.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And
Here's
just
one that's got the pie symbol and a pair of lips.
There you go.
Now,
I don't
how
know
do you
what.
figure out who made it? I got pie lips. I got pie lips tie. I don't know.
I don't know
So
either.
what have y'all
but
been doing?
You gotta check them
I got
out.
832 listings yesterday.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
guys rule and women drool.
Yeah. Because you relisted everything. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm.
No,
I know
no,
you're
no.
gay.
Nah, I got 11. I got 11. That's good for a part timer.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I think you got more than me.
I got more ties than I got listings, though. I don't know.
Megan
Like-
says, "Put them on your head like Rambo."
Rambo. Yeah, if I had a body like Rambo, that might work. This one says, I love Jesus on it. It's got pictures of Al Pacino, it looks like. I guess that's supposed to be Jesus. Is that Jesus or Al? It looks like Serpico. That doesn't look like Jesus to me.
No, that
Jesus is
that
supposed to have
might
a
sell.
sweet, loving face. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, because you get somebody that's
Good subject
going
matter.
to church or whatever, they want to wear "I Love Jesus" tie.
Those actually
I got
look like some pretty good ties. I don't know about brands, but like the
I
subject.
got the theme tie for the men's group.
Power Man.
Power Man. Ugh. Okay.
That's the weird thing, when you get like the subject matter. I mean, it's kind of like a T-shirt, like the "I love Jesus" and the pictures of Jesus. I mean, that those will sell.
Nikki, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying that the subject matter, and I don't know anything about brands, but like that "I Love Jesus" and some of those other designs are really good vintagey designs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I interrupted Val to apologize to.
No, you did. I think I got it all out.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
Here we go. On the mannequin. Watch them come sliding off because they're slick.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I got 11 listings. I'm awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
I had a crap load of vintage ties one time, and I didn't want to deal with them. It was a whole box of them, and they were really cool ties, but I was just like, I don't even want to deal with them. I brought them to the high school, the local high school, and gave them to the choir teacher because he's always doing drama,
Yeah.
I can't keep up with fishing and picking, though. He always gets like 100 listings a day.
I know. That's crazy.
My zipper's down. No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Made you look.
You did. I did look. I always look when somebody.
I used to be like
Yeah.
that. 50 items a day, no problem.
Man,
I really want to get up to that.
I don't get there because it's kind of like on the ties, you got to look up all the brands, right, to see if any of them
Yeah.
are any good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that takes as much time as the listing, so that part of it really slows me down.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it'd
Well-
be kind of the same thing if you were going through like a bunch of watches and stuff. I mean, you're not going to just list, the watches just because they, of what they look like. If you have no knowledge about the
Right.
watches, you're not just going to list them just to list them. You're going to make sure that they, see if they have value.
Are used pajamas worth anything?
Yep,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Men's used pajamas.
Yep,
They're kind of see-through.
that's all right. You'll be in bed.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true. Nobody's going to look at me anyway. Now, why do they put pockets on pajamas?
I don't
It's
know
like,
why they do
I'm
that.
going to put something in here and sleep with it, like an open blade knife.
I think it's to put your cigarettes in.
Oh, okay. What? You sleep with your cigarettes?
You can put your weed in there.
There you
That's
go.
hardcore.
I don't sleep with my cigarettes, but somebody may. I don't know. Hey, Banana.
But I looked up the I Love Jesus tie. The only completed one I found, it didn't sell for $7.88.
It did not sell for
It did not
$7.88.
sell. Yes.
That's like saying, I did not get to eat
Did not have
today.
sexual relations with that
I
woman.
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That's who you sound like.
Bill Clinton.
I just
Bill
read
Clinton.
it. I was like, oh my God. That's who
No,
you sound
I
like.
don't
Yes,
sound
you
like some
do.
Arkansas.
Yes, Yes, you do. Did you say Arkansas?
Yes, I did. They're weird over there.
That was very hick of you.
Well, they are. They're weird. Oh, what did I get? Oh, new message. Dang it. Don't send me messages. Just buy my stuff.
Right.
Oh.
I don't like those messages either. It's always bad news.
Yes, it is.
Nobody writing me to tell me that they love me or anything.
You're not going to start playing the saxophone, are you?
Ooh, I love easy cheese.
I'm eating a good breakfast.
I see you're on a diet this week, Nikki.
Now you know I'm fat. I eat squeezed cheese and crackers for breakfast.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the top 10, like, don't ever eat in your life because you'll get fat.
I haven't had squeezed cheese in years. And the other night, my husband was coming home. He's like, "Do you want me to stop and get something?" I was like, "You know what? I have some club crackers. Will you stop and get me some squeezed cheese?" He's like, "Squeezed cheese?" I'm like, "Yeah, that just sounds really good right now." And it is really good. I mean, I haven't eaten it in years and years.
And it's still
like
good.
Teenage years.
Yeah.
I used to love that squirt cheese. I'd stick the nozzle in my mouth and just pour it in.
That's what it is.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either, but I think it's only because I completely forgot about it, not because of, willpower.
Yeah. Well, I just eat normal cheese, but real cheese. It does say still made with real cheese, though. I don't know. It's called pasteurized cheese snack.
I don't know how they do it.
I remember there's a company that's called like 100% real cheese or something, and you think it's like you're eating 100% real cheese, but that's just the name of the company. It's like a trick.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Morning, Eric.
Morning.
Wouldn't it be great to get Limburger cheese and squeeze tubes, you know?
Oh my God! Now that you've said it's Bill Clinton, I can't get it out of my head.
I know, right? Get it?
What did I miss?
That was me. I got it.
All
Get
right.
down.
Sally
Oh,
said. Sally said Todd sounds just like Bill Clinton.
the girls are trying to curb my obnoxiousness, so I should just shut up.
It's that gravelly voice. It's the gravelly voice.
The gravelly
That's what
voice came from yelling at marching bands for 33 years. Get in line!
That's what it is.
What's your spacing? Dang drummers! Quit sticking that stick up that saxophone player's butt.
That's hilarious.
When you're planning a marching band show, you have to keep the drummers away from everybody else in the show. Y'all go march over there. Everybody else can march over here.
Like, because they'll trample everybody.
Well, drummers are the type of people that if you don't tell them how great they are every 5 minutes, they get into a funk. So
They do. That. Plus, drummers can talk while they play, and it's just so annoying. You're trying to have a class or a whatever, and they're playing away. Well, we're playing. Yeah, you're talking too. Shut up.
I thought it was so funny. My daughter, she played violin, but then when we moved out here to the smaller school, they didn't have an orchestra. They only had band and choir. Well, so the band, and she can't sing. But the band, she has no rhythm at all, but the band director made her a drum player. And she actually did really well with drums. I was really surprised because she has no rhythm at all. None. But she did good at drums. It was weird.
By the way, I'm on the Nikki diet today. I'm eating this nice donut.
I just had a cinnamon roll.
Oh, did
Dang,
you?
I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah.
Dusty's on all this 1,500 calorie a day diet, and we're all like, "What's next, man? Pound it in."
Squeeze cheese. Wonder how bad squeeze cheese is for you.
I'm like getting donut crumbs out of my keyboard right now. And power shake or something.
It's better if you just shake it upside down.
Yeah, I just did it.
Hey, it does say it's an excellent source of calcium. That's about all you get from it. This thing has 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is the serving size. And there's like 420 milligrams of sodium in it.
Yeah, boy.
And 2 tablespoons of this. There's like 7 in this whole can. 7 servings.
You may as well go and drink you some salt water from the...
Yeah, no kidding, right? And then I'm putting them on these nice salted, buttery club crackers. Yeah.
Nikki, I think if you get a flat tire in the van, you can use that on the tires.
I probably could because those fix a flat. Probably could.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, are cassette tapes worth anything?
Some are.
A bunch
if
of
it's
cassette
80s rock, 80s rock is still worth something if you sell it in the lot.
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass, the Gap Band Switch, Best of Joe Simon, Motown, Ohio Players, Isley Brothers.
Yeah, that's all soul. That should be worth it.
No.
Vandross.
Sell it in lot.
Like some obscure 80s rock ones and like punk. And then if for singles, I was getting $8 a tape. I put them in lots. They're going from 20 to 40 depending on what they were.
Yeah, obscure stuff.
Like obscure stuff. Yeah, like real 80s, like heavy metal, but like not mainstream bands. You know, Ozzy Osbourne don't sell much, but if you had something like I don't know, Rancid, that sells really good, or something obscure like that.
Stormtroopers of Death.
I just sold that one.
Did you?
I just sold. Yes, it went to Alabama. It's got the skull with the Nazi helmet. I'm like, oh, pity it goes to Alabama. Yeah,
wow.
I just sold one of those.
He's got an element.
How about
Tupac? You got?
Is that Body by Jake? What is that?
Tupac.
That's Tupac.
Tupac, man. I beat my hoes because I like that money. Come on, no. Yeah. Love me some Tupac. He talks in the hood, man. I be liking that. Oh, man. Who else I got? Sorry, I'm kind of dominating then.
Craig said, what part of Alabama, Tara?
I don't remember because I shipped it out about 4 or 5 days ago.
Tara's not like Dusty. He doesn't start like Google mapping the addresses of where things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I could probably like look it up maybe, but yeah, I don't. It's all just like the days meld into each other, in and out.
That
Yeah.
that one sold Todd for $12.
What did?
The two of them.
The Tupac?
Woo. Actually, wait a minute. I think they're brand new sealed. Yeah, these ones are brand new sealed. But it looks like most of the Tupac ones, if they're sold singly, they sell for about $9.99.
They're not bad.
So I'd throw it up there, try it out, see if it works.
Worth listening. Yeah. Yep.
I like how Todd turns on the camera and like we can see his hand now, so we can think like he's a real person.
Exactly.
I think he's like, it's like, what was that show, The Addams Family, where it had the hand? There we go.
Yeah, like, I'm dead.
Yeah, he's probably a zombie.
Oh my gosh.
There are some that have sold for more than $20, but those might be rare ones. I don't know what those ones are. I haven't looked into them.
I gotta stay with my silver stacking roots. Nobody shows their face on silver stacking videos.
Oh no, I know. I'm just busting your chops, man.
I need my chops busted daily.
You came to the right place.
Yes. Eric all froze up. No, there he is.
No, I'm just concentrating.
I tell you what, if you want to know what I look like, imagine Eric
with hair
10 years older.
Yeah.
Because I got the goatee and I got the glasses and I got the bald head. Yeah. Me and Eric, he could be my little brother.
I've been a little brother since I was like 14.
How did you become the older brother?
I didn't say older, I said little.
Oh, okay.
What did you think of that auction I posted for you, Jason?
Oh, I didn't see it. Where is it?
In the messenger.
Is it?
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, I'll tell Craig it went to Anniston, Alabama.
There you go, Craig.
I'm bidding on it, but I just didn't know what your opinion of it was.
I don't see it. How far back is it? Oh wait, I'm in the wrong.
No, okay, I look in the right group.
Oh, I got an auction today I'd like y'all's opinion on.
Sure.
Could I post it in the chat here?
Yeah.
They're very, God, what would you call it? They don't want to tell you what's in the auction. It's just pallets.
Oh, I don't mess with those.
Come to the pallet auction.
Pallets of returns that somebody else already rejected once.
There it is. You can click on that in the live side chat there. It's just like, I think it was like a secondhand store that closed down, and now they just got pallets of stuff they want to auction off today. They don't tell you what's in the pallets. They don't even give you a time to come preview it.
Wow.
Not even photos or anything.
No photos, no nothing.
That's kind of scary.
But it's only like 6 blocks from my house, so it's almost a requirement that I go.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what that shop used to be?
I think it was like a secondhand store, like You know, along the side of the road here, we have a lot of antique wannabe places.
Yeah.
That are just places that maybe buy storage units and then just put all the crap in there or whatever. So.
I don't like it, Eric.
No.
Yeah. What's your high bid?
$100.
Okay. It's fine at that, but it's a pre-1936 model. They're not very desirable.
Really?
Yeah.
I figure for $100 I can make enough off the parts.
Yeah. Off the parts alone, probably make more like 3. But the machine itself's a dud. They're still worth parts, but just not as fast selling as the usual stuff.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, for $100 I was willing to grab it and bring it back here. And
I think if I had it, I could probably squeeze 800 out of it. But I mean,
okay. Well, you can always buy it for 105, and then.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll buy it from you. You can scroll it away till you get a few more.
My storage unit go in and just keep putting these machines in, and then Jason will make one giant trip up here.
I definitely would.
Oh man!
As it is right now, I'm still a high bid on that other storage option.
Are you?
Yeah. Somebody pays one more bid, please.
Please make sure you film you hauling all those things out of there.
I know. What was I thinking when I was bidding on those? I don't know.
Oh my God, man.
That's funny.
It looks like a dinosaur had a bunch of babies.
It does. Since I really don't care if somebody outbids me, I kind of hope somebody outbids me. I've been on a storage unit that has 144 Mac G3 computers in it. They're all lined up, all nice and neat and simple, and
wow.
The ones that look like an egg with the
yeah.
That's kind of cool, though. Are they worth anything?
They're worth about $75, $80 a piece.
Well, yeah, bid on that.
Well, I did bid on it, and I'm at my top. So somebody ran me up to my very last, my max bid on it, and so I'm kind of hoping somebody outbids me before the night's out.
You know it's not going to happen.
They do. If they don't, they don't. I'll go pay for it and pick them up. And my garage will look like a giant Mac warehouse for a while. So.
And you have no idea if they work or not.
I have no idea. Parts alone, the motherboards are worth $50 a piece.
Oh, that's cool.
The only problem with stripping all those out, Eric, is that I don't know about you, but over here it's hard to get rid of those CRT monitors.
Nah, I can just throw them in my trash.
Can you? Wow.
Have 44 what? Megan Carl says.
144 Mac G3 computers, the all-in-one.
Man, if they got keyboard and mice, though, you've hit a really good home run.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't. I kind of have a feeling they don't have keyboards and mice, but
yeah,
I don't really see them in there. But I said they didn't really go in there to take good pictures. So. But I figure, you know what? They all have hard drives. They all have motherboards. So probably, you know, if I get one working one out of it, then I can essentially use it as a test bed for everything else. So.
I used to repair those years ago. I remember there's just like a couple of screws, and then the whole motherboard assembly just slips out of the thing, if I remember right. Usually Macs are really easy to get to the components. That's one of the things that we're.
Like I said, I prefer to sell them whole. They're worth a little bit more whole, but then the shipping nightmare that entails.
Oh God, hell no.
Yeah, that's what I'm more, you know, hoping somebody outbids me for. It's not the, I mean, because the money is there. I mean, my goodness, if I got $50 a piece, it's a $5,000 unit. But it's the shipping nightmare that entails of that. I mean, I don't mind cleaning it out. That's not a big deal. It's super easy.
Actually kind of heavy.
Yeah, I figure I could probably get 20, maybe 25 in my truck at a time.
Yeah, I figure they're about 50-pound shipping weight, I would think.
I imagine.
Wow.
I know they weren't light. I remember carrying them back in the day.
Is that because of the big glass monitor?
Yeah.
Well, they're not huge. It's not like the big, huge
No.
monitor that you had in the, I think it's like a 14 or a 15-inch monitor on them.
Yeah, it's small, 14, I think. 15.
But still, if there's 144 of them, wow.
It's such a nice number, one gross.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you call them again, Eric? One more time, someone's asking.
There's a G3 Mac all-in-ones. And I can't remember. There's a special name for it. People call them. I can't remember what the hell it is. Let me look it up real quick.
I think it's boat anchor.
No, see, Macs really aren't treated like that.
Yeah. You know what I always wanted? I wanted one of those lampshade Mac computers. Remember that one? It looked like a lamp. The thing was cool. Thanks, Todd. I'm too lazy to type this morning.
I think that's what he said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be cool to get a locker just like that sometime. Every time I get a locker, it's like 500 pounds of clothes. And some old furniture.
Don't forget the mattresses.
Yeah. It's a good thing it was kind of a flimsy mattress and it fit in the trash truck.
Yeah, they're just called iMacs. And they're different colors, blue and green and red.
Indigo.
Yeah, indigo. Yeah, they didn't use like blue. It was indigo.
It was blueberry, I think.
Blueberry was one. Yeah. So, I mean, they sell for decent money. Like I said, I mean, it's a home run locker for somebody. Believe me, $81. Bondi blue.
You got to check them because they're out of a school probably, and they could have had like upgraded memory and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, somebody sold one at auction for $58, $110.
The one thing about schools is they spare no expense.
$85. I mean, why would you store them? That's the thing that's kind of weird to me is why store them? You know, these are all late '90s, early 2000s. So, but it looks like there's a solid $50 limit. I mean, they're at least worth $50, and that's not including shipping.
Right.
I got some
$40.
reading materials in my locker too. But,
Superman.
Those comic books?
Yeah, it looks like about $40 is a standard shipping charge on them.
wow. Here's Superman. Was it 2007 swimsuit issue? Are those worth anything?
They're always worth a little bit, but not a ton. Yeah, you're probably looking at $9.99. Somebody looking for a back issue.
Yeah, okay.
Or teenagers looking for some spank material. You know.
This is a kid's show.
Since when?
I was waiting for you to pipe up.
Since when? It's never been a kid show, I don't think.
Not with Nikki driving.
No.
God damn son bitch!
How about a TI-36X solar calculator?
Oh wait, I think I just saw your reflection off that calculator.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
What a
yeah, that's
team. What a team.
time to throw in the trash can calculator, I think.
Oh, is it? It's
I
not
don't
even
know.
worth listing?
Most of them aren't.
Is it worth using?
I don't even know if it turns on.
I always keep a little handy calculator.
Ooh, it's worth about $10.
$10.
Yeah, it looks like the new ones are going for $13, $14.
Yeah, it works.
Throw it in the drawer. You never know when you're gonna need a calculator.
You might be able to get like $9.99 out of it.
Yeah, that's more than I got. That's more than those ties are worth a piece.
No, it'll all add up.
Must have been buying when I was sleeping. I didn't even check my sales this morning. Yeah, nice.
That's the first thing I do.
What did you
Just selling
say?
the crap out of Hawaiian shirts lately.
Oh yeah.
That's
About a Radio Shack pen with a light in the end of it.
You're not gonna
It
find
doesn't
this, are
work.
you?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're building a junk drawer lot to me.
I know.
Nothing says quality like Radio Shack.
I just sold the Texas Instruments game. Come on. Somebody had to have a TI-99 Yahtzee game.
There you go.
And another belt buckle last night.
Oh, cool. I have a buttload of them now.
And that's just now that I've proven how fast they sell and how well they sell. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to list all mine now."
Well, I got. I don't know if you realized it. I got that one box they're all brand new and it's totally full with those ones that say insert photo here.
Hey, those are good. Those are the first ones I sold were the ones that you had of those. So they don't bring as much, but you're looking at a solid easy $10 a piece for each one of those.
Yeah, there's like maybe 80 in the box, maybe more. So,
We said there's like 36 pounds of them. So
yeah, it was 36 pounds or so. I bought that box for I think $5.
so they're about like 8 ounces a piece. So if you got 36 pounds, you got like 72 of them at least in there.
Well, I like having Eric around. Math guy.
I like math.
He does. That's good.
Buy that calculator from Silverhair and you won't need Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, I like keeping Eric around.
What I do is I find all these really cool machines that I think are worth money, and then Jason says, "No, they're not." And then he goes out and buys behind my back. I know that's what's going on. So. Yeah, I got 4 more machines. I'm going to make 10 grand off of these. Had to drive for them though. They were in Kentucky. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, it said you got to huff that thing out of a basement. Welcome to my world, brother.
Oh, we're out of dishwasher soap.
Believe me, if I'm huffing 144 computers home, yeah, I'm going to know what that world's like. So I'll be in traction in 3 days. So. But that is a clean unit, though, at least. I mean, there's nothing else in there but computers. So.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling somebody outbid me in the last second.
Never know. I hope you get it just for the amusement value at my end.
I mean, I hope I get it too, because I mean, there's a lot of money there. I'm just dreading the work that goes along with it.
Robin had a question for the group. Buyer opened a case for item not received yesterday. Item shows delivered by USPS on 4/17. I called eBay. They uploaded tracking but didn't close the case. What the hell? Well, usually they want you to work with the buyer to tell them, to go check with their local USPS, postal service, post office, check with neighbors, check around to with your postman, the person that delivers your mail. Check around, to see if anybody has seen it or if it was delivered somewhere else. And they want you to, to give them that information. But really, they're going to close it in your favor, because ultimately, if it shows delivered, it's you've done your job.
Yeah.
So I would call back and see if you can get somebody different.
Yeah, I would.
And, you know, as long as you've sent a message to the buyer and said, you know, go ahead and check with your local post office and stuff because it's showing delivered. You know, and okay, so she said, yeah, she sent her a message, no response. So yeah, I would go ahead and call back and say I'd like to have this closed in my favor because I've done my part of it. I've, you know, you don't want to say that, but you want to say that
You could possibly do
you
that.
shipped it and it's delivered, and they're not responding.
Well, if they're not responding, it probably means they got it. I'm not worried about it. They don't realize that it's a case still hanging open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we, like in the 30s for now? Hey, buddy, you're gonna over here? Yeah, you got that now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have myself called the receiving post office and did the legwork myself. Not because I had to, but just because I wanted to make sure that it got done. Because most people won't. But no, you don't have to do it. I just did it just because. But
I did that too one time to a post office in Arizona, and they ended up. I called the postmaster. They called me back, said that they would check into it. I messaged my buyer and said, you know, I already called the postmaster. They're checking into it. Go ahead and go down to the post office and see if anybody's seen it, you know, because it was showing as delivered to a address that was a business that was closed on certain days or whatever, and it couldn't have been delivered there because it was closed. So for whatever reason, you know, so she went down to her post office and they had it sitting under the counter, but it was showing as delivered. So
I had a package not too long ago get returned to me because the address was wrong or whatever. But if I check the tracking number, it says like it's still in transit.
huh,
So it's not always 100% accurate.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't you at work today?
one time it kind of worked out in my favor.
Looks like you got a van full of stuff, Nikki. Did you go to an auction last night?
Where is it?
No,
The
it's
water meter guy.
still Saturday stuff.
Oh. Looks like you got a load.
Yeah.
Nikki's always got a load.
Yeah, she's always got a load.
I just haven't unloaded the van yet. I've been sick the last few days. So.
It looks like shipping supplies in there.
Actually, some of them are right here. It's a bunch of boxes my husband got me.
What seems to be the problem here?
Oh my God! Another English bloke.
What
You
in
just
the
get
bloody,
finished smoking a fag, mate?
what in the bloody hell's going on here?
About time you woke up.
I wait for hours and hours.
You're lying
Yes.
and lying and lying.
That is true. I am. Man, I've never seen such a full panel full of people that didn't speak and Harry Riss. Who is that?
Hello.
What up, Harry Riss?
What's up, Dusty?
You sure that's a wrist?
Wow.
Brody.
Come on now. It's not fat enough to be my leg.
Jason's back.
I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, Tara's good.
Oh, gross.
Talking about the kickstand there.
Best.
Oh my lord, this show's going downhill. How are our numbers, guys? Says fishing and picking. Let me just tell you. I actually.
Is it me or am I the only one that's getting static?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
I think Dusty is giving static.
True. Oh man. Oklahoma where the wind comes with the nothing.
Yeah. Here, look at. Do you want these? Because they have no parts numbers on them. They're just loose.
Oh, damn it.
I think they're shipping.
Well, I just hit accept offer instead of make your offer. It's gonna be an awesome morning.
Oh, I've seen the look.
Oh well, I think I'll make a couple dollars on those after I.
What was it?
Yeah, right.
Those motorcycle saddlebags.
Oh, what'd you sell them for?
But I just want to go.
How much you get out of them?
Accidentally hit the button. I took 40. I meant to hit counter offer, and I was going to counter of like 65 just to.
Aren't you on free shipping on those things too?
Yeah, but those will actually fit in one box.
Yeah, they're fairly light.
They are fairly light, and I'll FedEx them to Oklahoma, and I'll make like
On the bottom, there's these ear pins from a different.
a rude.
Ear pins that are.
What's that? So, but I'll end up making a few dollars after shipping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so quiet now. I can hear a pin drop.
Oh,
I can hear somebody's on the phone or something.
Oh, everybody's muted. Almost. Except us three. And I think Todd.
let's talk about them. Buyer, I was trying to figure out what we're talking about. I was listening while I was in the kitchen fixing coffee. Buyer open
No, buyer open case for item not received, but it showed received. So
how much was the item too, Robin Birchall? Just out of curiosity.
Wow, did you actually get a name correct?
Birchall. Prune boy. Yes.
it's Nikki apparently partaked of your prunes
They're
this
your
morning.
friend. Do what?
Nikki's having a little trouble this morning, so get trouble getting going. So
Prune will do it.
And I was going to respond when you said you just need some prunes to get going in the morning. I was going to say, I'll remember that for when I'm age.
I have never eaten a prune in my life.
Me either, actually.
I like them. I mean, actually like them. So every once in a while I'll buy a bag, but you obviously don't sit down and like eat the whole entire bag.
That's
Well, you can, but you better be sitting in the right spot. That's all we're saying.
You get the same effect with what is it, White Castle?
You can get the same effect by sticking your head up the cow's ass. But wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it? What movie is that?
I don't know, but I remember it.
Tommy Boy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right. Sally, you're muted. Why are you muted?
Yes. I was like trying to get my mute button off there so I could say Tommy Boy.
Hey, don't look now, but Tits McGee is behind you. He's just standing there. This nice country.
He can't hear.
Huh?
He can't hear.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to buy him a hula hoop or something. $50 offer on those Atari games.
How many were there?
17 or 18.
What did you put the price at?
99. Not currently on sale. That's that not currently on sale. That's all I got.
Right. And what was the offer again? 50?
50 going to Illinois. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Just hit that accept button anyway.
Today is our son. I don't know, my son. It's her son too.
Yeah, her son and your daughter. Remember, you got to get them right.
I don't know why I said that. You know, we got a really cool compliment on a video one time. Somebody's like, I think it's really neat that you call them our kids and not, you know, his kids or her kid. I mean, because we had them together. They're both ours. They're not.
Right. She had the kid.
Yeah. If anything more, she had the kid. So.
You what?
You did the work. You spent 5 minutes of work. She did the rest of it. So you know.
Yeah, I've seen that birthing process on video. No thanks. You can have the credit.
I've been there for 3 kids, so.
Yeah.
I've been there for 2, and I cried like a baby every time.
It's
like, I don't know, whatever.
Get it.
Were you in the room, Dusty, or were you just like outside?
No, I was
in the room for 2 natural and 1 cesarean.
Yep, I was in the room. Wasn't as much fun as I thought it was going to be. But it was great. It was great.
No, when it's terrible. Awful.
Well,
you go back to the old days of pacing the damn waiting room with a cigar, waiting to light it up. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
But you can't do that nowadays. You got to be an enlightened male and be right there with them. And bad.
I was in the room with both mine too.
Oh, her dad wanted to come back or something. I'm like, I just turn around. I'm like, oh, hey, what the hell, no. And she went, Dad, no. No. That's just weird. I'm sorry for anybody that had their parents in there with them or whatever, but like, no.
Well, if you don't have if
you didn't have
or a partner or something like that, then maybe having your mom back or something like that.
Yeah, but no. I mean, that's still no.
I had my mom in there with my husband, actually, my ex-husband, and it was I needed my mom.
No, that's weird. You're weird.
You're weird. Shut up.
Weird. Shut your hole.
You shut your pie hole.
Go back to your home on Whore Island.
You have bad hair.
Smelly pirate hooker. You have bad hair. Are you gonna put that tape on his? Put it on his belly. Put it on his belly.
I don't think she put it on his belly. I think she wrapped it around something that was sticking out. I don't know what's going on her camera there. So. You muted yourself again.
What's wrong with my camera?
The way you took that piece of tape and you went over and you did this.
Hey, pull off another piece.
Around something that was sticking out straight. I don't know what's going on in that room, but I don't want to know.
Pull off another piece of tape. Stick it to his belly. Stick it to his stomach. Do it. Do it. Stick it to his stomach. Pull.
See, she's doing it again. She's wrapping it around something. So.
Oh, you guys.
See, I would just totally stick it to his stomach and then rip it off. But I don't think that stuff's sticky enough to rip off hair, though.
Wow, Beth C says that she let her mom cut the cord.
No. I mean, I guess there's certain situations, yeah, but what?
I needed my mom because my ex-husband wasn't a very strong person.
Oh, toughen him up.
Oh, I tried. He was untrainable.
Oh yeah.
Most guys are.
Not all.
Yep.
Mm.
I remember cutting the umbilical cords. Kind of like cutting a bicycle inner tube.
Should have gone all the way around, know that.
Got the same type of texture.
Somebody said weird is your in-law in there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine actually got stuck. Well, she didn't get stuck, but like
Your in-law?
1 minute I was not ready, and then the next minute I was pushing, and she got like pushed into the corner, and so she's seen everything, and that was weird. And I'm sure she thought that was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't like my mom was sitting there staring at my vagina or something. No, she was at the head of the bed, you know.
Why are we
That would be
talking about
weird.
this?
I don't know. It's your guys'
I'm like in the middle of working and I glance up and I hear Sally talking about her vajayjay. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
It's just that kind
You
of
guys started this crap.
It's just that kind of a show today. I don't know what it is, but
To talk about Sally's vagina show today?
yeah.
We do not need to talk about that.
I got out some neckties a while ago, and Sally's talking about use them for bondage.
Only it's 100% silk. You can't use anything else. So.
Sally's a freak, man. I've been telling you guys this for a while now.
Well, that may be true and all,
May be true.
but I don't know what else to say.
Better watch out, Sally. Say something, she's going to go, oh, I've been bad today. I'm going to need a spanking. So.
You know what? I'm just sick and tired of this. Not you, sorry.
What are you having problem with, Dusty?
I put best offer on something because somebody wanted to buy multiples of it, and it never fails when I do that on like small cheap items that then you get everybody that comes in and they're like these skeleton keys. I have like 600 of them, and I put best offer. Hey, if you're interested in multiples, I've had best offer, and they're like $6 free shipping or whatever. Oh no, people come in, they're like $2.50 and for one, and it's like no. So I think stuff like that, I'm just gonna put a blurb, and that wouldn't get me in trouble with eBay, would it? If I put a blurb like, hey, if you're interested in multiple quantities, please contact me and I'll gladly set up another listing specifically for you.
You should be able to do that. I've put in my description, like, if you want me to put a best, or not a best offer, but a buy it now price on like an auction, then you can do that. But just don't put anything in the condition part that has to do with price, because they will they'll like
spank you
give
like
you a warning.
Spank you like a newborn baby with your mother.
Yeah, they'll give you a warning. Sally the vajayjay, really, Turtle Trader? I don't think that's a good name. Because I'm not a vajayjay.
Some people like to film it to remember. Believe me, I remember, and there's a good reason women can't see that part from their view. So I don't know anybody that wants to film that. That's just no.
I did. On the first one, and he put a big old mirror down there. He had this mirror on a stand or whatever, and he told Tristan mirror on.
Nice thing about being half blind, though, I mean, you take the glasses off, you can't see anything anyway. So.
Oh, good. 3 listings that you have provided an invalid payment policy.
I told my husband if he thought he was videotaping that, he was going to get his arm broke.
Now that was her idea. Of course, we were like young and like we took all these like childbirthing classes. This is awesome. So this is with first child, and Tristan had what was the deal? They put her on breathing because she was trying to have Windsor early, so they put her on breathing to stop contractions or whatever and slow everything down and keep Windsor in there a little longer, basically. And we
it
lived
calms the womb.
Correct. We lived a good it's when we had the restaurant. We lived up in this county where it's like, oh hell no, we're not going to that hospital. We're driving back to Birmingham, the women and children's, whatever. And so it was like 45 minutes away. And Tristan's like, I can't remember if her water broke or if it was like what had happened or breathing quit working. I don't remember. And so we're like hauling ass down the highway, this 4-lane country highway to get back to civilization to the hospital. And we had taken all these childbirthing classes, and they're like, just put on some Jim Brick. I mean, this is like mid-90s, early 90s. Just put on some Jim Brickman or some, freaking Yanni or whatever. So we had our little CDs ready to go on all that. And Tristan's like, the sunroof up, and she's like, F this, put on Metallica. And then she's like, and then she goes, I said, you're not going to be able to eat for a while. And it's like, I don't remember what time, like midnight or somewhere around there, give or take a couple hours. And I said, you're not, I'm not supposed to eat, not going to be able to have everything to eat. She's like, screw that. I want some chicken nuggets. Take me through the McDonald's drive-thru and give me a dozen nuggets. So we get in the drive-thru. Of course, people are slow, and she stick her head out the window, go, "Will you hurry the hell up? I'm in labor here." I'm like, who goes through the drive-thru and then yells, "I'm in labor, hurry up"?
Because it made you look bad because you're like, honey, I need my chicken nuggets before we go to the hospital.
They did something like that in Family Guy. Peter's taking the wife to like the hospital, and on the way he sees a McDonald's drive-thru, and he pulls in. And she's like screaming. He like orders, and she's like screaming, "We're having a baby back here!" And he's like, "Oh yeah, give me 2 meals."
That's awesome. eBay's got so many freaking glitches going on right now with their stupid little. I know Eric's been going through it a lot lately too, with their bulk relisting tool.
What's that?
Just random glitches coming up when you go to bulk relist all your stuff on eBay. Like mine's telling me like I've got 3. I just relisted 186 items, and it's like you have 3 items that you've provided an invalid payment policy, return policy, and shipping policy. And I go in
that to
there,
me just a little bit ago too.
And it's freaking there. And lately it's been like internal error to the application. And then it's been like, the other one has been, books. You have provided an invalid item specific. If you put first edition in that other attributes or no special attributes box, if you put first edition, which is what you're supposed to do, it'll kick it back. If you put more than one word in there in the books category, like it's like Eric and I were talking, they've got such a glitch going on behind the scenes, or maybe they're getting rid of the box that says special attributes, that I've started just leaving everything blank almost on books, almost just about everything. Yeah, Megan
I've
Carl
been
said
getting a lot of those too. The internal application, whatever it is.
Yeah, and be careful with that one, because make sure I almost called you Sally. Make sure that that you go back and run the bulk relisting or the duplicate relisting thing.
Yep.
I found 4 duplicates yesterday.
That internal error will lead to, you'll think it didn't take, and then you'll end up relisting it, whatever, and they will admit that it's a problem. But I got suspended for 5 days quite a while back because of that. Like that was about a year ago or whatever, which really sucks because they'll let your items stay active during that suspension, but they won't let you list anything. So you literally just kind of sit and stare at your computer. Like
It was giving me a thing like whenever I tried to relist it because there was a duplicate in there. It was telling me that I could no. I was trying to end one of them, and it gave me an error and said that if I ended it, that it was a duplicate, but if I ended it, let's say something about once it. I can't remember. I cannot remember what it said. It said something like there was a duplicate, but if and if I ended it, then the other one would stay on there.
well, while you're thinking about that, Megan Carl asked, "Where is the duplicate scan? Never used it." Go to Google and put in duplicate listing tool, and it'll be after the first two ads. It's called the eBay duplicate listing scanner. It'll be a website called isdntek.com / blah 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 blah. The easiest way to tell you is just go to Google and put in duplicate listing tool. It's somebody's third-party website. It'll take you to the next page. You put your seller name up top left corner, select eBay US site if you're in the US, and click get items. And that's all it takes. And it basically scans all your stuff and tells you if you have any duplicate listings. And it's free. And I think there's some other cool tools on that website. All right, back to your story that you can't remember.
I'll put a link to that.
I can't put links in the side chat.
Why can't you?
Because you have to be a moderator to do that.
Oh.
See, you're a moderator. You have a wrench by your name. Y'all don't trust
It's in
me.
there. Whatever. Tell Valerie.
I don't want all that responsibility. If you're a moderator, then you can kick people out. I don't want all that. I just want to laugh and be like, "Hey, you got trolls."
Yeah, that duplicate scan really helps out a lot, though. I try to use it. I try to do it once a day, actually. Just because I have so many listings, it's hard to keep track of things.
But I always make sure too, I don't know if you do this, but make sure if you just bulk relist it a lot, wait a few minutes to run it to make sure that it picked up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes eBay is a little laggy on, your listing showing up. So it's a good idea to run that. If you can get in the habit of that, and then if you're somebody that runs stuff on sale, doing your markdown manager once a day, making sure you still have a sale going, checking your promoted listings, promotions, promoted listings, markdown manager, and duplicate listing tool. And those are the 4 things that I try to do like once or twice a day.
Yep.
See, they're still telling me.
Yeah.
They're still telling me that I still have 2 of the one that the boy and girl motionette thing that I'm selling.
Yeah.
It has a bid on it.
Yeah. You have one that has a bid. You have one that's still in your buy it now.
No, both of them are on auction.
Okay, but do you have 2 of them?
No, I only have 1.
Go to your active listing and search for it in active listing. Sometimes it'll glitch a little bit too. So search that item in your active listings and see if it brings up 2 listings.
Oh crap! What's the number on the last of your? They read the side chat.
Yep, there's 2 of them.
So you got to go. Which one are you going to kill?
Well, the one without the bid on it.
There you go. Now here's what you got to do. You have to end that item, and then go to your unsolds, and then delete it from there.
Delete it or archive it or whatever. Take it out of there, because otherwise, if you're one that relists like I do from your unsold page, you're just going to turn around and list it again.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens. And the reason you haven't been flagged for is because they're on auction, and you can have multiples on auction. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Somebody's paying attention to me.
Now we just like to see check your Google stalking abilities.
Yeah, I noticed. I just didn't bother with that.
No, she always tells me, and I always forget.
I have it bookmarked in my watch list.
Yeah, I know. I seen the other one too. It's for the Marilyn Monroe thing. And I don't know. See, that one says one, the format is auction, and one format is store inventory. So I'm not sure if there's actually two listings of that.
Yeah, you've got one.
One might just be.
Yeah, you've got one at auction style starting at $40 with no bids, and the other one you've got to buy it now for $28.80. Because if you click, if you're on that duplicate listing tool page and you click on the item number all the way to the left, it will actually open them in another tab and take you to the listing.
Now you can't have 2 fixed price listings that are the same, but can you have 2 fixed price? I mean, can you have 2 auctions that are the same?
You actually can have 2 fixed price listings that are the same, as long as there is something different. Like I said, you could have a different condition.
You can have in certain categories. They don't. Hold on. eBay duplicate listing. Some categories, they don't care because they know. Hold on, let me go read it exactly. But they know that there will be different conditions on those type of items. I think, if I remember correctly.
This is crazy because I just ended one of these yesterday.
And you probably relisted it by mistake.
Yeah, you won't get in trouble on that one though, if one's an auction and one's a fixed price.
But like I said, the key is you got to get into that unsold and then hit that delete out of there.
Thank you, Sherry. This was a Walmart special for like $5.
You are a beast.
It's one of those cheap ass T-shirts they have for $5 that starts filling on you, so now it's all like furry on the front of it. It's comfortable though. So I think what I'm going to do today is action end, and I'm going to go through and take best offer off of some of that crap. I think my thinking was like on those skeleton keys, like, hey, a crafter may want them, and they may want all 500 and whatever of them, and offer me $1 a piece. Well, hell yeah, I'd take that, you know. But it just hasn't worked that way. It ain't happening.
I don't know. I know it's a pain in the ass. I mean, for me, I just rather just turn it down and move on, but just leave the opportunity to buy multiple quantities without having to make somebody jump through hoops.
Well, this is on the decal.
I mean, those decals, I would take it off because you're selling them all left and right.
Yeah, they're selling at full price. I mean, I made the exception for the guy because he had bought $100 and something worth of decals, and he's like, "Hey, would you take like $9 a piece if I bought 6 of these?" And I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, that's another $54." Or yeah, I will. You know.
No, but what I mean, I would probably put it on though on those World Football League ones, since those don't seem to be moving.
Yeah, that's true. I think I need to drop the price on those when I relist them.
But yeah, I'd take it off on the other ones because I mean that's something I would take it off on because you're not having any trouble selling those full price. So
that's the truth, Rufus.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Sherry?
I have a question.
You.
When I do Markdown Manager and put the whole store on sale and just click the button, add all fixed price listings, but it doesn't put them all on.
some of them are gonna end before your sale's they're gonna end before your sale is ready to go.
Aha! But that I wouldn't think that many were going to. Like I've got like 500 in my store, and only like 190 got added to the sale.
Yeah. If you go in if you give you an email, and if you go into that email where it says couldn't be added to that sale, it'll actually give you the reasons why it didn't add those to that. So it could be it's too early, or there's other reasons that could have happened too. So
you could still have a sale going too, and it's only going to add things that are not already on sale too.
Right, that's the only sale I had though.
How long are you running your sale for?
Oh, just a day or two. I think I put 2 days on it.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
I used to go through and pick and search individually when I was doing sales.
Yeah, me too.
And I do 10% over here on these little items, and then I do
20% over on these items. And the bigger the store got, once we got up to a certain amount of listings, it was just because, and that's something I wish that eBay would fix, that they only let you do, 100 items per page.
Yeah.
In Markdown Manager, and it's just so freaking time consuming. I mean, because if you search like everything under $49.99, I mean, with 1,300 and something items, it's going to end up being about 1,100 and something of them or whatever.
Oh, maybe that was it. Maybe it only picked from that page.
Yeah, you have to hit the next page or the second page on the bottom thing, and then go to the next one, select the ones there. They should let you at least show, I think, 250 per page would be nice, or 200 per page would be a definite improvement.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for some things they only do like 100. I think even the drafts section.
I know more now than I did. Thank you very much.
Well, that's the whole point of this show there, Mr. Clinton.
Yeah. Well, that's Nixon.
2 of those.
I cannot tell a lie.
Megan Carl says she's found that there's a daily limit of something like $260 a day that can be activated as sale.
No, that's not
If
true.
you have a basic store.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think if you have that would make sense.
If you have a basic store, you have a limit
Really?
of like 250.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I know, because
I
they knocked
didn't
me down to
either.
a basic store on my little.
Good reason not to have a basic store, I guess.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Hi, Ron.
Yeah, like these. Oh, hi, Ron.
You learn that stuff when you get your hand slapped by eBay.
The voice of experience.
What'd you get slapped for?
Hold on a second.
It's like the hand show. Everybody just needs to be working like right here.
Fight the power.
That's me. You asked me just as I had put a cracker in my mouth. I got my hand slapped on my little store because of that last summer when I went on vacation and ended up shipping out a bunch of items late. Well, they lowered me, or they told me that I had time to whatever make my better or whatever. And this went on for months, and they said that they weren't do anything. And this went on for months and months, and I was, of course, I wasn't shipping late anymore. Time. And so everything was better. And then all of a sudden, like 2 months ago, they ended the store and won't let me go back up. Even though I haven't defaulted on my store at all. My big store is fine, but my little store is the one that got nailed.
Is that like big Enos and little Enos?
Yeah. I mean, it's my own fault. I did it, whatever. My hand. But the thing was, is that I never did anything wrong again, and then they ended up just a couple months ago.
So
down my store.
Why do you maintain 2 stores again, Nikki? I forgot.
Because I originally made the smaller store because of YouTube, and that's my YouTube stuff.
Oh, okay.
Anything that can be traceable to my store and my big store. But now my big store is mainly, I'm just trying to let most of the listings go on, because my husband's going to take that store over.
Oh, so he's going to take over the big store, and you're going to just keep one small store?
So I'm trying to just sell my big store and more. Because he said he didn't want to take my little store, he wanted to take my big store. And since my big store or my little store's gonna make him take that.
By big store and little store, do you mean like feedback to the store, or just the large equipment?
Well, I had larger amount of items in my big store. Plus, it's my old store, the one that I've had since beginning of time on eBay.
Yeah.
I protect that like my baby, So and then I wanted to get more sales on my little store to get out of eBay purgatory or whatever the hell I'm in, and so that I'd sell more, focusing on my little store. But then I took this last couple months break, so that didn't really work either. But see, as for a little learning thing, the thing is that the reason why they thought that I was doing worse on my store was not because I had any dings. I didn't have any more dings after the first initial whoops with the shipping. But because my sales went down, my percentages went up. The bad percentages went up because my sales went down. So in eBay's eyes, I still am a bad seller,
Right. Well, we've always thought that for years.
Yeah. But just so everybody knows, the original problem was I had went on vacation for 30 days. I sold more that month than I ever sold on eBay in my life. And of course, I put my store on vacation, set my handling time out to 30 days. Anyways, I ended up miscounting my days and ended up shipping out late. And by the time I realized, it was like a week's worth of late before I realized that I had made the mistake.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. And so I'm not a bad seller. I know better. It was just an oops.
Yeah,
and it's all my fault. It's not eBay's fault. I can't blame eBay, And also, thinking back, I probably could have fought them all because even though that they were going out like one day late, they probably made it before the date they were supposed to be delivered. And I probably could have made it where, as long as, because if it doesn't get scanned along the way, but as long as it makes it before the date or whatever, I probably could have saved my account that. I didn't think of that, and it was too late by the time I realized it. So the only way of getting yourself out of that eBay purgatory is to just get your sales up.
True.
As long as your sales percentage is up, the bad percent. You shouldn't take a 2-month break from your store. Doesn't help. So, not a bad seller, just made an oops. Which I've been selling on eBay for years. It's an oops I shouldn't have made.
Yeah, but we all do it.
You know, yeah, but it happens. You know, I was in lazy mode, getting out of 30-day.
I think she's really glitchy this morning. Like you're cutting in and out, or is that just me?
She's fine.
Oh, did you guys hear anything I said then?
No, you were totally.
Oh,
I heard most of it, but
okay.
every once in a while you'll cut out every other word. Is that really just me?
I think it's you, man.
No, I heard it too.
Did you?
But it wasn't enough. It was like one word would drop and then you pick right back. You're not.
Yeah. It wasn't enough to like not understand what she was saying, but
okay.
I think here's my deal with vacations and yada yada yada. And I know Nikki said I made a mistake and it was an accident, whatever. If you're gonna go on vacation, I mean, if it's like vacation, like, hey, we booked a cruise and we've been paying for it for a year. Paying on it. And this is, something we really saved for, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not talking about like unexpected, oh my gosh, somebody, went to the hospital. I've got to run to Wyoming and go check on them or whatever. But I just end my listings. I mean, yeah, you don't have any income during that time, but that to me, that's kind of the whole point in vacation. I mean, I used to do the same thing too, and do the extended handling, turn your handling time on, then put vacation mode on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, cover all your bases. And was it nice to have it? Yeah, but I think at a certain point though, I just want to break from eBay. It sucks to not have the income come in during that time, but hopefully if you're to the point where you took a vacation, make yourself financially able to not have the income and just, during that week and take it. And that's kind of, I changed my perspective on it over the years. And now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't want to hear from anybody. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. If I'm going to go on vacation, I'm literally just going to shut it off.
And my thing is originally it was just going to be like 2 weeks vacation. And then I gave myself an extra few days to come back, get myself in order, and get my stuff shipped out. And
I got down in the first quarter, and people started throwing beads. And the next thing I knew, I was in jail.
The next thing you know,
I was in jail and wasn't going to be home a week late.
But it just after I came back,
the kidney, and I had to heal up.
Going in a bathtub full of ice.
But after I came back from the 2-week vacation, it was like, well, this is really nice, And so I'd put myself on another, I had, after the first week, I'd put myself on the 30 days just because I was like, oh, this is nice to have. And so I just put myself out for 30 days just to give myself time to come back from the vacation and get myself stuff shipped leisurely, so I wouldn't have to rush.
This was a year ago, and she's still on vacation.
Well, and I know people probably, the counter argument that will be, well, not everybody can afford to not have a seller. But if you can afford to have it, that's my point being, if you can afford to take a vacation, try to be able to afford to spend time with whoever you're vacationing with. Nobody wants to be on vacation with that. And this is, I guess, kind of personal for us because it's come up recently. Nobody wants to be on vacation with that person that sits on their phone and oh my gosh, I got an offer. Like, you know, especially I think spouses. I mean, they love the fact that I know my spouse loves the fact that we're still making money, but I think sometimes it's nice to hey, let's just turn the phones off and enjoy vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let's not have to check our offers or our email or our feedback every 5 minutes. And I think it's hard. It's hard for me to shut it off.
It is.
I don't deny that by any means, but
Well, that's like these last couple of months that I haven't really been listing much. And it's kind of like a vacation to me right now. But I've still been checking. I'm still checking it all the time. I'm still, you know, ending listings, relisting items. I'm still, you know, doing stuff. That's probably the only reason why I'm still making sales. I should.
That and you have 1,000 items, so.
Well, that too, you know. Actually, I'm down to like 700 and something because I haven't been listing and I've been selling.
Oh, are you?
okay. So, Eric, on those little...
I had like 1,200 items.
Right.
Go ahead, sorry.
I heard she was glitched out. What was the part about 1,200 items?
Yeah.
I think she said 700. I don't know. I heard I have 700. I have 1,200. That's all I could hear, and then it glitched out.
I have 700 and something right now. But I went before I started my little hiatus.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I've been kind of slacking on listings, and I was like almost at 1,400, and I looked the other day, and I'm down to like 1,290 something or something until I started listing last night.
Well, that's like I say, you know, with the high amount of items, people say, oh, well, if you've got a high amount of items, you're not selling. But it took me a long time. Like the small account, it took me 3 years to get up to 1,200 items. 1,100 and something. And it took 3 years to do that. From 100 to 200, from to 300. It takes a long time to get because you're always when you're listing a lot, selling a lot, you know. And so it does take time to get up to that.
I have a lot of items in my store right now, but I could tell you at the beginning of September, I had 900. But went to that auction, and I have a lot of multiple listings. So that's when I power lifted up these parts. That's
You need to douche some of that, Tara.
it's all parts, Jason. They go every day. I usually sell, I mean, and some of it's small stuff, but I usually sell $50 to $60 worth of just parts a day.
Oh, shit.
Parts, Briggs and Stratton, whatever.
But I have noticed when you do get up to a certain amount, say, okay, let's say you're at 500 listings, you finally get to 500 listings. Once you get to that plateau and you keep listing, if you end up getting below that 500 listings,
What?
you get below that 500 listings, I have noticed that
Following you.
your sales go down.
I think that there is a little bit of truth to that. Where
Do I need to restart?
Is she? Am I the only one that's hearing like every other like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're kind of glitching.
I'll be right back.
I think what she's saying is if you have one of those deals where you have a decent amount in your store and then suddenly you delist 200 items or something, it does seem like there might be a little bit of a slowdown in your store because it's almost like suddenly you're not as relevant before, you know. But again, you've also just taken 200 items off your store, so it might just be that as well. So
I don't think, you know, I know another show podcast that I will not mention by name has a theory that, you know, your store plateaus. I would call BS on that one. I don't think, and I think their own, even their own experiment just kind of was didn't really work, and I don't know why they're keeping with the experiment now at this point. I just let it go, but I haven't seen anything.
I think I said the wrong word when I said plateau. When you get to a certain amount of listings, let's say, and I'm using 500 as an example. If you get up to finally get up to 500 listings, and then all of a sudden you're still listing, but you're selling more than you're listing, and you get below that 500 listings, it seems like your sales will slow down. And like it's almost like you're being held at a higher standard that you should have more listings. And then all of a sudden I would see that once I got past that 500 listings again, even though I was listing the same amount, but it would seem like once I got over that 500 listings again, my sales would pick up, and they would keep going and then once I'd get up to 600 listings, if I ended up getting below that, my sales would slow a little bit. Not much, but a little bit, just noticeable. And then if I got above that 600 again, then my sales would pick up again. Even though I was listing the same amount this whole entire time, and everything else was the same, but my sales were outweighing what I was listing, and my items would get below that certain point, a certain number. So I think like right now, I'm well up into the 700 some listings, and until I get myself back up again, I think my sales are going to be slow. But of course I haven't been listing, so I can't test that theory right now. But this throughout this whole thing is that once you get up to a certain point, and if you go below that point, your sales slow.
Yeah. And I think you just have to list through that. Even no matter what, if your sales are slow, you still have to keep listing.
I think it's like Jason Hoover said. Sounds like a coincidence to me.
Yeah. No. I don't know. It happened at every time I got to a certain point, it seemed like. But who knows? All I know is listing consistently and listing a high number of items consistently is what drives my sales. That is the only thing I have consistently noticing. I mean, yes, everything goes into account for selling, but listing seems to be the biggest thing that affects my sales.
Yeah, but I think, and I'm not saying like for you specifically, because you've obviously been doing this for a while, but I think one thing that needs to be taken into consideration, because I'm seeing comments like somebody said, yeah, I agree. I got up to 300 items a couple weeks ago, was selling about 2 a day. Now I'm at 270 and getting 1 every other day. Megan Carl said, I swear the same thing happened to me at 300. I thought it was just in my mind. I think that, and I'm not saying that people aren't taking this into consideration, but I think like with anything else, when you're listing actively, a lot of your stuff that's selling is your newer, fresher, hotter items. And I think with any amount of inventory, whether it be 300 items or 1,300 items, or Tara at 35,000 items in her
No,
store.
I have 2,800.
2,800. Oh, my bad. I had the zero. The decimal in the wrong place. But I think that Tara knows if she doesn't list, her sales are going to slow down, because a lot of those are, like she was talking about, those small engine parts that are only going to bring in $50 a day. So you're still having to chase home runs. I mean, you still, like, my last 3 days have been through the freaking roof. But if I go look at, okay, what were those sales? I'll tell you exactly what they were. They were crap that I just listed. That storage unit, Commodore and Atari stuff. And if it weren't for that, I'd have been sitting here going, why am my sales suck? And I think if you really stop and look at your sales, like just go through your last 30 days worth of solds, like everybody, not anybody specifically, but go through your last 30 days worth of solds and go, okay, what sold? And then look at how much of that stuff that had been listed for longer than 30 days versus how much, was newly listed hot fresh items.
And a lot of times when I go through, I'm going through my store all the time. And a lot of times when I'm going through because I do good till canceled. And a lot of times when I go through my store and if I see something that hasn't been listed since like or December or November, I'll end that listing and relist it or sell similar. And usually I see when I go through and I do that with a lot of listings, I end up seeing a lot of that older stuff selling.
When I go to an
The only reason why I do good till canceled,
Happy birthday.
I don't want to end up forgetting to relist something, so that it's always relisted. But a lot of times, almost every day, I go through and things that are ending, I'll end them and sell similar. But
Jim
canceled on.
Jim Bennett said the simple explanation is the more items you have available, the more you'll sell. In order to get more listings available, you have to continuously list. The business becomes more consistent because you're consistently working it. And that's all. It's just a numbers game. I mean, at any given point in time, unless you're selling, I don't know, brand new, and I used this example a while back, brand new iPhones for $99. But if you're selling like what we all are, just a mix of everything, you're going to have a certain percentage-ish of your inventory that's going to sell and a certain percentage that's going to sit there and be more long tail or whatever term you want to use. And I think, and so it's just a numbers game. The more you list, the more you have in your store, the more that percentage is going to grow. Now, I think that percentage is definitely different for everybody, because I've looked at some people's stores and you know, oh, my sales are slow, and you know, we go check my store, and I look and I'm like, damn, there's nothing in there worth selling. I mean, I don't mean to say that ugly, but what a bunch of crap that you should have never listed. Now, somebody like that, maybe that just doesn't have a good eye or doesn't have good inventory, yeah, their percentage of sell-through or whatever you want to call it, of, you know, sales versus items listed, it's probably going to suck compared to somebody that's listing relevant items. You know, so that percentage is going to be different. I think the ultimate numbers game is to just get better and better at finding what sells to get that percentage over where it's overall it's better, you know.
And yeah, if you don't have if you don't have decent items, no matter how much you list, you're not going to sell.
Right.
But if you have decent items or sellable items, in my experience, listing is what drives sales.
And I like going to like a new auction because it seems like that influx of like new fresh stuff really livens your store up. You'll see it will pull old stuff will sell. You know, like maybe stuff that's been listed 30, 40 days.
But I do think, and that goes back to like all the Cassini and all that, and I do firmly believe that you get a little increased visibility on your older stuff when you're more actively selling anything. You get increased visibility overall. Is that a dog on the desk? Silver hair.
He is so cute.
Sorry, she was kind of snoring while awake. Sure.
Sorry. She's so cute.
Well, yeah, like Jason Hopper said, list a bunch of gold bullion and see what percentage it is. Absolutely. If you're you know, have it priced at spot-ish price. Yeah.
Yeah, and like now, like I've said, when I'm on my hiatus right now, because I've been going in, ending listings, monkeying with my listings, and I haven't been, but because of my high amount of items, also, and keeping my store acting stuff, that's why I'm still selling.
Well, it's like anything
else.
It's like Walmart. The secret to success is take X amount of space, stick the most items possible that people actually want at the best possible price into that space. It's just simple business. I hate shipping. Have I mentioned that lately? Last minute.
You may be in the wrong business.
Yeah.
I have to ship my stuff to the cells.
When I complain about shipping, I'm like, oh God, I hate shipping. And then you need to stop and think, well, if you're not shipping.
Well, I listed yesterday, and so I didn't. I listed yesterday, and so I didn't get my shipping done last night. I just kind of actually kicked back in the chair and did nothing for about an hour after I got done. Talked to Eric. And I knew, and the whole time I was sitting there last night, I'm like, I should be shipping.
How many did you have to ship this morning?
19.
You had 4 sales overnight because you had 15 when you went to bed. So.
I have 8.
Yeah, I had a few more. I always have offers when I wake up, which is a nice feeling to kind of start the morning.
Yeah.
Today, which is middle.
Print, ship. I think it was 19. Hold on, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. But once again, I mean, it's a nice little mix of stuff that I just listed in the last couple of days. And you know, like these exercise shorts have been listed for 6 months. And I just sold a pair of those. You know, they're not burning up the world, but I paid next to nothing for them. And they've been steady. I had, 40 pairs. They've been steady income for 6 months. But when I look at overall, let's see here. Newer item, that was listed a month ago. That was listed yesterday, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, day before yesterday. I mean, the majority of it's newer stuff that's been listed in the last week. That's hotter and more relevant or whatever. Mr. Sadie, check your phone. Oh. Wow, such a talkative group.
Yeah, I think everybody's like zoomed in on what they're doing or something.
Yeah. Mr. Sadie said someone said the other day all we do is sell trash, and it pissed me off. Came from a bigger YouTube channel too. Yep, I heard that too.
Oh yeah.
Eric, and that's what, and we do. I mean, we sell not. I would say we recycle unused items.
Were they referring,
Not,
were they referring to the
whether it be trash or not.
Were they saying that in a negative way? Were they saying that in a negative way toward everyone else, or were they referring to themselves as well?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was a question.
Yeah.
Were they saying that about themselves? Were they saying that about themselves as well, or were they saying that about?
Are they saying that we sell trash? Like this group?
No.
Oh,
Just
that
resellers.
we as
All, were
resellers.
they saying that all resellers?
Okay.
Yeah.
That this profession, that's all we do is sell trash? Okay, one more time. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. Were they saying that that in this profession, that's all we do is sell trash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that's all she does is sell trash because I've seen
that was the statement.
She's a good eye for clothes.
No,
you're the one that's the trash seller. So not every reseller is like that. There you go.
No, I agree. Yes. I completely agree.
Just like we were talking about the other day, we are recyclers. We are people that keep jobs for, keep jobs as resellers, stay-at-home moms, that whole blurb that Dusty talked about.
Yeah.
Well, we're opportunists. You go to an auction and you see something that's a good deal and you buy it because you're going to sell it for more, or a rummage sale or state sale or whatever. You're just an opportunist.
I mean, I buy a lot of antiques and collectibles, and I don't consider that by any means trash. I mean, I don't know.
But I bet there's people like probably not as resellers, but probably just snooty rich people might think that we sell trash. They might, because once something is used, some people believe that it has no other use, that it just needs to go in the trash or the landfill or wherever.
Right.
But that's really not the case.
Well, that'd be like going to the public library and expecting to check out a book that's never been read.
That's true.
They're still good books. You can still, the words are still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're still using it the same way as it was used the first time.
Yep.
Yeah. Would somebody still like to listen to these tapes? Maybe. Maybe not me, but somebody might. So I'm going to sell these tapes.
That's right.
Might be a little more rough on the edges, but it's still usable.
Yeah. Somebody's going to want to listen to Eric and Rakeem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not me.
You get it, Todd. You get it.
I think he's trying to sell his tapes on your show.
I think so too. He wants one of us to buy them, not just
anybody want a Master P Ghetto D tape?
Master P.
What did you say? All I heard was Master.
Master P Ghetto D.
That's not the Master Cell.
Oh, no. Or Master P Ghetto Postage. Look, he's got a stamp right.
I'll never forget. I was in one of those like Big Lot Top type places, and they had this Master Pete doll, and you pull the string on the back of it, and you go, just like that.
That's disturbing.
I thought it would go, your mofo hood and beating on my hoe and yeah. Look at the price of the stamp. Can you see postage? You can tell how old this album is. See how much a stamp was?
I don't even know how much a stamp is today.
49 cents today.
Oh, is it?
It was 33 cents when he made this. Maybe when stamps get up to 50 cents, then 50 cent will make a comeback.
Well, I see a Master P. It's not the same one, but it's sold for $9.50.
Woohoo!
You're in the money now.
Nikki looking up stuff for me.
I can't see. Oh, there's postage stamp one that didn't set up.
But yeah, somebody's going to want this old stuff, even if I don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody will see that and they'll say, I remember I had my favorite song on it, you know.
Do you have Master P Ghetto D?
Yeah. Wasn't that it?
Sold for $12.95 for Ghetto D.
Nice. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
This right here?
I can't see. No, yeah, that one. $12.95. I see it.
Wow.
Yeah, you better look those up. Master P seems to sell quite a bit, actually. You're not going to get rich off it, but
considering he didn't get rich off it,
you know, yeah. But he seems. I mean, there's a lot of.
Yep. A lot of solds, huh? On the cassette or CD?
Cassette.
Huh. Cool.
And then here was oh no, that's not the lot I was looking at. Let's see here. There was a lot of them. Let's see. I can't find it again, of course, because now I want to find it. And it sold for quite a bit. I can't find it anymore.
All right, guys. Well,
Cassettes, unless they're.
Oh. Sorry.
In my experience, with cassettes, unless they're really something really big, most of the time they sell good in lots.
Yeah, just lot them up.
Mm-hmm. So like one of those rare ones or something.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up for the day.
Wrap it up.
Every day, and
Wrap
we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, Bill. See ya.
Appreciate it.